This is a story that comes out of Detroit where they have found traces of lead and copper in the drinking water through corroded pipes. Now, we know about Flint, Michigan, and that situation has never been resolved. Instead of fixing the situation, everybody is still playing politics. We have now seen two administrations, the Obama administration and now the Trump administration, and nothing is being done in Flint. And it's a disgrace. Now we are looking at Detroit. They have shut the water off in the schools ahead of the new school year. So they have tested these schools, the water, the drinking water, and 16 out of 24 schools had elevated levels of either copper or lead. My thing is, we have yet to see them come up with a real permanent solution. They'll either not resolve this or just put a band-aid solution on it. And we know band-aid solutions, they don't last. It's just a matter of time to going back to this. So Detroit is trying to test 106 buildings. They were saying that these waters have to be shut off in the buildings for now. Since all the schools are not tested, they don't know if those other schools that haven't been tested yet have elevated lead or copper contamination. Now, Detroit, they have about a 50,000 student body that attends school in that city. So you got 50,000 children. Now, our bodies naturally have some copper, but no amount of lead is safe. That can lead to all kinds of stomach issues or even brain damage, which we have seen in Flint, Michigan with the children. So the EPA, what they're saying is a safe amount of lead in the water is 15 parts per billion. I don't think there should be any. And copper, it should be 5 parts per billion. And for the limit for copper is 1.3 parts per million. But as I said, the human body, copper, we have traces of copper, but you certainly don't need any lead. Okay, especially children at developing ages where they're growing and developing, the brain is developing. And, something like this could definitely impact development, and families could have a child that will have long-term disabilities for the rest of their lives, especially for something this dangerous. So apparently they had a cabinet meeting as far back as May on coming up with a solution on what to do in the situation with all of these schools that they found lead and copper contamination. And they're saying in order to fix this problem, it's going to cost Detroit $500 million. Okay. And many of the schools are in poor condition. And we know this, especially in cities where it's a high Black student body. Those schools tend to not be in the best of shape. So altogether, between fixing the schools up in Detroit and this water issue can cost the city $1.4 billion in 5 years. Okay. But if they do something now, it could be a lot cheaper, of course. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the result of how poorly things are ran and not caring. It's a combination of both. And it's also a sign that they don't do proper maintenance on these pipes. And when they become corroded, they are dangerous. And I would not be surprised if the whole area around the school is badly contaminated. You know, I doubt if it's just the school and nowhere else. Drinking fountains and other drinking sources likely will be shut off at the schools by the end of the week and certainly before the school year begins Tuesday, said Crystal Wilson, school district spokeswoman. Vitti said he had notified Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan of his decision. The mayor's office planned to partner with us to determine challenges with water quality in our school and solutions to them, Vitti said. The mayor is fully supportive of Vitti's approach and has offered to help through the city health and water departments. And John Roach, spokesman for Duggan. We will also be reaching out to charter school operators in the coming days to work with them on a possible similar testing strategy to the volunteer of Dr. Vitti has implemented, Roach said in a statement. Detroit has 15 charter schools, independently run public schools, and some of them use buildings that have been traditional public schools. Okay, so all right, so let me just go down a bit. Engineering and water quality experts will help the school district understand the cause of the water problems and help solve them, Wilson said. This isn't the first time the district has tested school buildings for elevated levels of lead and copper. In 2016, at the height of the controversy over in-home water pipes in Flint, Michigan, testing in Detroit found 19 schools with elevated lead levels in drinking water. And here it is 2018, and they're finding even more schools. Well, I hope they come up with a real solution, and I hope the parents there stay on them to resolve this thing and not let it turn into a Flint, Michigan situation. But if you live in that surrounding area near that school, you might want to think about testing your water at home. It's better safe than sorry. Because once your child is impacted by lead, that stuff can't be reversed. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is a disgrace. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.